Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Plami, and in this episode of Cartoon Reactions, I'm gonna be continuing my reactions to Transformers Armada. If you watched my last video, you know that at this point I'm at episodes 19 Vacation and episodes 20 Reinforcement. But before we get into it, I just wanna say that for the first episode that I'm gonna be reacting to in this video, I actually have already recorded that one because I was intending to upload a 3-episode reaction video with the last one. So I basically recorded 3 episode reactions for the last video, but I decided against doing that because I've been doing 2-episode reactions for a while now. I think since season 6 of TMNT, since I reacted to that. So I decided to not break that, and I didn't want to risk the video to get claimed because I've somehow managed to be able to edit them enough for the videos to not get blocked or claimed, because at first they were being claimed. So yeah, that's why in that video I'm gonna be dressed differently, because I recorded it a few days ago. But yeah, I guess without further ado, let's just get into it. And now, let's get into episode 20, Reinforcement, in 3, 2, 1. So, the reason why this episode I'm really in love with is because in this episode, the kids are gonna go on vacation and are going to be at a river and using the Autobots to jump into the river. And when I was a kid, I loved swimming at the local river. And because of this episode is why I love doing it so much, and why every time I go to the river, I love jumping from high places. This is the episode that put that interest into me and influenced me, and I love that. You know, the gender ratio in this group is very, very unequal. And also, talking about it, why are there no female Transformers?
Catch you later.
I actually never thought about that. I think there are in some of the movies, but are there actual female Transformers in any of the Transformers series that are major characters?
This is such a waste of my time. Huh?
You were saying sideways.
I hate those Autobot slime.
Let the training begin.
Oh, I love that.
Sure
I haven't went to the river in like 3 years. Ever since I realized I was trans, actually. Not intentionally, just haven't had with who to go.
Hey, what's up?
I'm not really sure, Roger. It looks like a bunch of kids down there. Hey, what's that?
Looks like construction equipment to me. Those kids are probably just using it to dive off of. No big deal.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Hey, stop! Stop! I thought I saw something!
Yeah, you saw a bunch of kids playing in the water.
Man, I love the feeling. This is giving me the exact same feeling when I first watched that episode. I feel like I'm 6 years old again. I love it. That's why I hate kids.
Huh?
That and screaming every time you travel in a car with them.
The weather girl said it was supposed to be sunny.
Hey boys, shouldn't you be thinking about getting a little shut-eye?
Come on, just one more hand.
Yeah.
This rain's a drag. I'll bet you Alexis, the goddess of thunder, did it.
That wasn't that funny, but I don't know. I just loved it. Oh yeah, another thing that this episode kind of introduced to me is my weird fascination with rivers and overflowing rivers especially. I don't know why, but I enjoy watching overflowed rivers so much. Every time that the local river has overflown, I've always
Oh man.
went around the town
Yes,
to
it's far
look at
too
it.
dangerous to stay put down here.
Come on.
Oh yeah! It's a mudslide. I actually forgot about that mudslide part of it. I remember the overflowing river, but I forgot about the mudslide.
Optimus, we got a problem.
Huh?
Hey, you guys, hurry! Red Alert and Carlos were both buried in a mudslide.
Oh, this sounds serious.
Smokescreen's digging for them right now, but we've got an even bigger problem. A little kid's buried under all that muck with them.
Sean! Sean!
Stay calm, boys. Red alert, transform.
He can't. People are watching.
Optimus, please! You've got to bend the rules and let him transform! We don't have time!
Oh yeah, but there was no problem whenever Hotshot was fucking around with children 10 episodes ago.
Wait a minute. Yes, I can see daylight. They found us.
I got him! Hurry, haul them out! There's no time to
Optimus,
lose,
I don't
man.
think that's how water works, but sure. Okay, if you say so.
Good work, Smokescreen. And just in time, too.
Transform! Transform! Yeah!
I love the transformation sequences so much. Like, these would be so good as action figures. Oh my god.
Right behind you! Scavenger!
Optimus! Oh no! They're both gonna be washed away!
Really scared you guys wouldn't make it.
Hey, we understand.
Oh
time
man,
you're
the
coming along
the
too,
human
Alexis.
characters are
Yeah,
actually
that's for
showing
sure.
some emotion. I guess I also kind of like this episode
We
because
really missed you out there.
I
it gives a little bit of a
agree.
focus on the human characters. I mean, a tiny
Well,
little
it's
bit.
nice to see everyone back together again.
Like, this episode is more about them than anything else.
That a girl.
And I feel like this series as a whole,
Well, my dad
so far,
says
hasn't really
when
done
Mom gets
anything
angry.
with them.
Shut up, Carlos.
But yeah,
Tries to
mostly I
give her
enjoy
up.
this episode because it's nostalgic.
Come back here, you coward!
Megatron will never find me in here.
This is so
Now,
funny.
look, my dear comrade Sideways be hiding. Come out wherever you are, so I can dice you up into small little pieces!
Oh my god. Megatron is sometimes so unintentionally funny. I love that. Two of the funniest moments so far in this series, actually three, have been all by him. Like, he's the funniest character by far, surprisingly. Like, that moment with him saying to, I think, Demolisher, was it? Or was it Starscream, to get closer? Oh man, that was hilarious. In my last reaction video, when he was talking about what's gonna happen in the third act, that was another really funny line. And this part here, it was so funny. I love it. He's such a funny character. I love that. So yeah, I think I pretty much already said what I think about this episode. I enjoy it. I love that the plot is a little bit different than most. Like, it's not a battle with the Decepticons. It's mainly about the human characters, which kind of makes it stand out a little bit. And personally, because of my fascination with rivers and overflowing rivers especially, that adds another layer of why I enjoyed this episode. But the biggest reason why I enjoyed is definitely the fact that I'm nostalgic about it, because it's the fourth episode ever that I saw from this series. So of course I'm gonna enjoy it. But I don't remember what the next episode is going to be about, so yeah. Is that the episode in which we get Fog? I think it might be. I think that there's a huge possibility that it is, actually. I don't know, but we'll see. So yeah, how I'm gonna rate this episode? I think, I mean, I don't know. I kind of want to give it an 8.6 out of 10, but huge reason why I want to give it that is because, you know what, I'm gonna give it a 8.6 out of 10. I enjoy this episode, even if it's mainly nostalgia, it's still really enjoyable to me, so we're gonna go with that. And now let's get into episode 20, Reinforcement, in 3, 2, 1. So I've definitely watched this episode, because the last episode, this episode, and the next episode were together on one of the DVD discs, but I honestly do not remember what this episode was about. I think I remember what the next episode is about, but I don't remember what this one is about. It's obviously about some kind of reinforcement, but I just don't remember. I'll probably remember in like a second or two.
Optimus, stop pretending you can defeat my army. I have the Star Saber. I am invincible. You're fooling yourself.
You're not really invincible,
Just as
Megatron.
long
Last
as
time they
fail,
kicked your ass,
you were
despite the fact that you had
unable
the
to
sword.
The minicon's in here somewhere. I can sense it.
You're through, Optimus.
I like that they're not taking the kids with them anymore.
We're gonna lose another
That
minicon
is
to
the
those
smart
thieves.
decision.
Maybe, but I wish you wouldn't be so negative.
Since the Deacons got the Star Saber back, they've been getting all the minicons.
Yeah, I know.
Our chances are slim to none without the Star Saber.
No kidding.
Hey, we're supposed to be the support team cheering on the Autobots, not the other way around. They're out there fighting, so how about a little encouragement?
I hate when she's right, but this is one of those times.
There goes Red Alert!
It's an ambush!
And I so don't give a shit about these characters. I mean, I get it, like, when I was a kid, I guess I liked them because they were like my, they were the audience surrogate. But now I just don't care about them, and I would rather them not exist. I wonder if this is part of the shield. I don't think it is, because this one is green, not yellow. And the last two, which didn't activate, are yellow. It's that episode!
A tragic combination.
Hello, Mr. Fox.
Mistakes like this.
That's Blur, and he's a bit of a hot dog. So that's
Oh,
who it is.
his name is Blur.
The bot was known as Blur, and he was summoned by Scavenger to help us in our battles against the Decepticons.
I can't really see how that is a correct translation to what his name is in my language. In my language, his name is literally Fog.
Thanks for coming, Blur. You've saved a minicon from Decepticon control.
Mind telling me what I'm supposed to be doing with this minicon?
He's...
If we go by a direct translation, it would literally translate to Razmazvane. Which I think they may have called him that at some point, because that sounds very familiar. I can literally hear Hotshot say that name.
You might find such foolishness amusing, but remember, these are serious times. There's no room for childish pranks in an era of combat.
Thank you, Blur.
Nice.
Thank you.
Act your age.
I actually thought he was a little bit of a douche when I watched it when I was little. But now I completely understand him and relate to him.
Come on,
I guess
Pilot, don't
growing
take it
up does
personally.
change you.
Yeah, lighten up.
Easy for you. You didn't see the guy totally bawling us out.
Wait. I'm pretty sure... Is this... Wait, I think this is part of the shield.
Megatron!
Man, I remember... I'm starting to remember this. I'm actually getting a little bit nostalgic now. Why did the other minicon activate but these two didn't? Also, how the fuck is there an abandoned racetrack in the middle of nowhere? Not that I do not appreciate the different environments, but this doesn't necessarily make any sense.
Minicon is somewhere nearby. There it is!
It must have revived and transformed already. Is the final minicon the Skyboom shield?
I think the number 3 is what spells it out.
After him, you fools! Don't let him get away!
Transform!
Transform!
I want Transformers toys! I seriously want them so much.
Optimus, there's 2 minicons headed your way. Check out the visuals from Laserbeak.
Roger that, Rad. Transmit them anytime.
The Decepticons must have done this.
I don't think the Decepticons
Listen
blew up the racetrack.
We have to do everything we can to save those minicons.
Roger that.
Man, the teams are growing fast.
Almost got him.
Blur, Hotshot, concentrate on rescuing the minicons.
Take care of this one.
Done.
Ground move.
This one is Starscream's. I don't think it's gonna want to be with you.
What's going on? What's he saying?
Oh no!
I mean, this was already his own.
Once again,
You shouldn't be
we'll take the
complaining.
minicons from your grasp. We'll just see about that.
I guess this is another one of those hotshot rivalries. He has a bunch of them
Let's
actually.
blow that puppy out of the sky. Lift or power link. Now's the time to show me what you can do, Long Arm. That's 1 for 1, partner.
Wait, when did he get a minicon?
Incinerator, power link.
Man, I feel like the animation and action is really ramping up in the last few episodes.
Control. How'd he do that? Are you nuts? What are you doing? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to seize the minicon, you fool.
It's a rescue operation. Don't shoot at him. He's psycho.
Not necessarily.
Gotcha.
Mind if I do? Another one for us, losers!
I lost him.
How? He literally just flew by you. Why did you let him get it? So now they're gonna have both the saber and the shield.
Sorry.
Hey, it's not Hotshot's fault. It's
I'm not
Blur's
saying you
fault.
should feel the same way about Blur as you do with Red Alert or Optimus, but at least you've got to work with him.
Don't shit on Hotshot. He was the one doing the right thing. Blur was the one fucking it up.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Stop fucking with Hotshot. It's not his fault. Blur's kind of like, the back of Blur looks like he's wearing a huge badass coat. I really like that part of his design. It's either both of you are at fault or it's only Blur. Hotshot is not the solely responsible for what just happened. It's the shield. It's definitely the shield.
Behold, the Skyboom shield!
That boom part of the name is so stupid and it doesn't make any sense. Okay, now I'm definitely excited to check out the next 2 episodes for the next video. Because that's gonna be an epic battle. I mean, even the name of the episode is Decisive Battle, so... You know, in a certain way, you could say that Hotshot is the main character of this series, because he has, I think, the most relationships with other Autobots, and in general with Transformers. He has a relationship with Scavenger, with Optimus, with Red Alert. I mean, he basically has relationship with everybody. And I can't believe I just noticed that. Interesting. Okay. So that was episode 20, Reinforcement. Okay, so the last episode, Vacation, I would say it was a little bit more nostalgic for me because of what happened in the episode, and as I explained during that reaction, it just, I love going to the local river and swimming in it, so I feel like when I was little, this episode of, that episode of Transformers is kind of what implanted it in my head that I love it so much, because it seemed so cool, and then whenever I went to the river, I wanted to do it. So because of that, that episode has a little bit of a special place in my heart, you could say, and it's just a really nostalgic episode because I instantly loved it when I watched it when I was little. But I would say this episode is definitely the better one and the more plot relevant one, because it introduces another Transformer on the good side. It introduces the final mini-con of the Skyboom shield, and basically gives the Skyboom shield to the Decepticons. Although I'm pretty sure that one of the weapons is gonna go in the other faction. I think now the Autobots are gonna get the Skyboom shield, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So we'll see. And at some point soon, we also should get a reveal about the third and final weapon, as far as I remember. But yeah, this was a really enjoyable episode, and I like that the interaction between Hotshot and Blur was a little bit different. Because I feel like he had a little bit of a problem with Sideways. I actually don't remember exactly if that was the case, but I like that by the end of the episode they solved their differences and they're now buddies, and I think they're gonna become actually very good partners, but I don't remember too much of what exactly happens in the future. So yeah, this was a really enjoyable episode. I think I'm gonna give this one an 8.5 out of 10. And I don't remember how much I gave the last episode because I reacted to it like 2 days ago. But yeah, these were actually 2 really enjoyable episodes, and I can't wait to get in the next 2 because those are going to be really, really interesting in terms of plot and what the consequences of those episodes are going to be. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories. Because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you do end up enjoying my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar where you can pledge support and help keep the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. And additionally, I just want to mention that all the money you decide to support me with are gonna go towards my transition fund, because if you're new to the channel or just haven't noticed at this point, I'm actually transgender, but I still haven't started my transition. I'm hoping to start it in a few months once I move out. So if you can help me out monetarily, that would be greatly appreciated. But still, I don't want to guilt trip you into helping me out, so if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe. Also check out the links in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And additionally, I also have a blog, which I've mentioned already several times that I have it. Sometimes I say I don't have it anymore because I've been struggling with whether I want to do TV show, movie reviews in video form or in essay form. And I think at the end of the day, I've decided to do it in essay form. So if you're interested in checking it out, reviews, to movies that I've watched, to TV series that I cannot react to on my channel or that I just love, or to animes or cartoons or anything like that. And also I'm going to be doing some top 10 and top 15 and sometimes even top 20 lists. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, you can check out my blog. It's also linked in the description. And if you end up enjoying those blog posts, my stories, or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar where you can pledge support and help keep the channel going, help support me so I can keep doing all the things you enjoy. And additionally, I just want to mention that all the money you decide to support me with are gonna go towards my transition fund, because if you're new to the channel or just haven't noticed at this point, I'm actually transgender, but so far I still haven't started my transition, although I have tried to several times. I'm hoping to be able to actually start it in a few months once I move out, so I could go to a university. And if you could help me out monetarily with my transition, that would be greatly appreciated. But I don't want to guilt you into helping me out, so if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!